Anyways, Marjorie, in the videos, Marjorie was leaving comments, I was leaving comments, and I'm
in Taiwan.
Yeah, she's an OFW in Taiwan, working for a wealthy Chinese family. She was taking care of their children, and then the elderly mother, she was taking care of her. I'm in California. The last 4 years I was working. I had some of my best friends. They raise orchids, and they're one of the top 10 private orchid hybridizers in the world. And I was working with them. They were teaching me all kinds of neat stuff. But I needed to know, where am I going to end up? What am I going to do? I'm living in my parents' house with my parents and my younger brother. And it's like, I need a life, and I want a life again.
So this is following the divorce?
So following several years after the divorce. I'd been married for 28 years, and things just, I got sick and almost died, and I had a very well-to-do business. Very well-to-do. I wish if I was making the kind of money still, if I still had that business like I was then, and I had met you guys, we would have no problem funding projects. Let me put it this way: your road would be paved all the way out to wherever. If but I know how to do stuff and get some stuff done still. So I still have some connections. But things just went bitter, sour. Thank God. I was in my early 40s, and when you're told, Steve, you're not going to see 50 years old. And you're up at the pinnacle of success, you have the big fancy house on the top of the hill, and in the city you live, there was a lot of issues going on politically, and everyone in the construction industry, and architects, engineers that were my friends, and they were my business associates, they all wanted me to become mayor of the town, of a population of about 40,000. And so everything's just going along really good. I wanted a brand new Chevy Camaro in 2002, and I went down and I paid cash for it. I wanted a big Ford Expedition, boom, I went down and I just paid cash for it. 2 million pesos, no problem, because I had the money. And then suddenly one night you start getting sick, and you're dying. My lungs were rotting out of my body. I couldn't figure out what was going on with it. And I got to the point where I had an oxygen tank and having tubes in my nose. I had 25% lung capacity. My pulse ox, they would hook the finger onto the detector, infrared detector on my finger. It was never above 65%. And the nurse, I'd go into the hospital to get checked out, and she'd say, Ms. Akibla, I don't understand this at all. She says, 65%, we're rolling people in on gurneys that's higher than that. And when you walked in here, your own volition. I love old Southern women. Anyways, but I got well. But I ended up having to sell off my business before that happened. Just one thing after another. 1 minute, one minute you're at the top of the world and everything's going right. And then things in the economy, people's decisions, your legs get kicked out from underneath of you, and you find yourself looking up, and it's like, what happened? You've been steamrolled. So I was pretty distraught, and I was going on watching YouTube videos, trying to get ideas. What can I do? Is there some of the stuff I know? Can I do some electronic stuff? Can I do this? Anyways, and I came across, I started looking over some things in the Philippines, because I was remembering my Amang, he had just passed away. And he kept telling me about life up in Ilocos.